The Great Transformation, the Mongols' embrace of Islam. Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you, and welcome back to the Abrahamic Dialogue. I'm your host, Ashley, and today we are going to explore one of the most astonishing transformations in world history: the conversion of the Mongols to Islam. Imagine a force that swept across continents, shattering empires, bringing destruction on an unprecedented scale to the Islamic world. That was the Mongol Empire. Yet, within a few generations, many of these very conquerors embraced the religion of the peoples they had once subjugated. How did this happen? It's a story of resilience, cultural magnetism, and profound geopolitical shifts. Before we delve into this fascinating reversal of fortunes, please consider taking a moment to like this video. Subscribe to the Abrahamic Dialogue for more content exploring the intersections of history and faith, and share this video with anyone interested in remarkable historical transformations. The Mongol Fury. Initial impact. Our story begins in the early 13th century with the rise of Genghis Khan and the explosion of the Mongol Empire from the steppes of Central Asia. The Mongol advance was a whirlwind of military genius and devastating conquest. In the mid-13th century, under Genghis Khan's grandson, Hulagu Khan, the Mongol armies turned their attention to the heartlands of Islam. The sack of Baghdad in 1258 CE was a catastrophic event. The Abbasid Caliphate, a symbol of Islamic unity for centuries, was brought to an end, and countless libraries, scholars, and monuments were destroyed. For many Muslims at the time, the Mongols were seen as a divine punishment, a destructive force from another world. They worshipped their own sky god, Tengri, and practiced shamanism, seemingly antithetical to the monotheistic traditions of Islam. The Ilkhanate and the Golden Horde. After the initial wave of conquest, the vast Mongol Empire fractured into several powerful successor states, known as khanates. Two of these are central to our story. 1. The Ilkhanate. This covered Persia, Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, parts of Anatolia, and the Caucasus. It was founded by Hulagu Khan. 2. The Golden Horde. This vast khanate stretched across the steppes of Russia, Eastern Europe, and parts of Central Asia. These Mongol states initially maintained their traditional shamanistic beliefs and followed the yasa, the strict code of law laid down by Genghis Khan. Their courts, however, were places of surprising religious tolerance, welcoming Nestorian Christians, Buddhists, and Muslims alike. This open environment created fertile ground for different faiths to compete for influence. Early interactions, tolerance, and competition. The Mongols, in their vast empire, had a pragmatic approach to religion. While they held their own spiritual traditions, they often employed people of various faiths in their administration and tolerated different religious practices, as long as they didn't challenge Mongol authority. Within the Ilkhanate and the Golden Horde, Buddhist monks, Nestorian Christian clerics, and Muslim scholars all found a presence. There was a subtle, and sometimes not so subtle, competition for the hearts and minds of the Mongol elite. Many Mongol princesses and queens, for example, adopted Christianity, and there were indeed times when it seemed Christianity might become the dominant religion among the Mongols due to political alliances with European powers against the Mamluks in Egypt. Transition to the Golden Horde. The Golden Horde's conversion, Berke Khan, 1257 to 1266 CE. The first significant breakthrough for Islam among the Mongols came not in the heartlands of Persia, but in the distant Golden Horde. Here, a pivotal figure emerged, Berke Khan, a grandson of Genghis Khan. Around 1257 CE, Berke Khan became the first major Mongol ruler to openly embrace Islam. His conversion was driven by a complex mix of personal conviction, political strategy, and exposure to the vibrant Sufi traditions in his territories. He formed a strategic alliance with the Mamluks of Egypt, a powerful Muslim state that had actually defeated the Mongols at the Battle of Ain Jalut. This alliance was directed against his cousin, Hulagu Khan of the Ilkhanate, who had sacked Baghdad. Berke's conversion marked a critical turning point, as it solidified Islam's position in a major Mongol realm and began to redefine the geopolitics of the region. Transition to the Ilkhanate. The Ilkhanate's road to Islam, a more complex path. While the Golden Horde saw an early conversion, the Ilkhanate's path to Islam was more convoluted. Hulagu Khan, after sacking Baghdad, showed little affinity for Islam, even showing favor to Nestorian Christians. For decades, the Ilkhans vacillated, with some rulers openly hostile towards Islam, even persecuting Muslims and favoring Buddhist or Christian advisors. This period was marked by ongoing conflicts with the Mamluks, who championed the cause of Sunni Islam, and a struggle for legitimacy within a predominantly Muslim population. The question of succession and the growing influence of different religious factions kept the Ilkhanate in a state of religious flux. Transition to Ghazan Khan. Ghazan Khan's conversion, 1295 CE, and its ramifications. The true turning point for the Ilkhanate came with Mahmud Ghazan Khan, who ascended to the throne in 1295 CE. Ghazan's conversion to Islam was a monumental event. It wasn't just a personal choice, it was a strategic declaration. His motivations were multifaceted: political stability. He recognized that ruling a vast, largely Muslim population required aligning himself with their faith to gain legitimacy and foster loyalty. Economic revival. The Muslim merchant class was vital for trade and the economy, and his conversion helped integrate the Mongol rulers into existing economic networks. Influence of advisors and Sufi orders. Ghazan was heavily influenced by Muslim advisors and the persuasive teachings of Sufi mystics, who often acted as cultural bridges. Upon his conversion, Islam was declared the state religion of the Ilkhanate. This moment profoundly shifted the trajectory of Persian and Middle Eastern history, leading to a revitalization of Islamic culture and learning under Mongol patronage. Key factors in the broader conversion. So, beyond individual rulers, what were the broader factors driving this widespread conversion among the Mongols? 1. Sufism. The mystical, adaptable, and often syncretic nature of Sufi Islam proved particularly appealing to the spiritually open Mongols. Sufi teachers lived among the common people and could communicate Islamic teachings in a way that resonated with Mongol sensibilities. 2. Trade routes. Muslim merchants dominated the major trade routes connecting East and West, exposing many Mongols to Islamic culture and ethics. 3. Intermarriage. Over generations, intermarriage between Mongols and the local Muslim populations played a significant role in cultural and religious assimilation. 4. Resilience of Islamic civilization. Despite the devastation, Islamic civilization proved remarkably resilient. Its legal systems, Sharia, its sophisticated scholarship, and its vibrant urban centers offered a compelling alternative to the more nomadic and less structured Mongol traditions. 5. Lack of alternatives. While other religions were present, none offered the combination of widespread communal organization, intellectual depth, and political relevance that Islam presented across the vast conquered territories. Impact and legacy. The conversion of the Mongols to Islam had immense and lasting consequences. It led to an Islamic resurgence, where the new Mongol elites became patrons of Islamic art, architecture, and scholarship. Many later Islamic dynasties, such as the Timurids and the Mughals of India, trace their lineage back to these Islamized Mongol rulers. This transformation not only preserved Islamic civilization, but infused it with new cultural elements and expanded its reach, demonstrating Islam's powerful capacity for cultural integration. It truly turned conquerors into custodians of the faith. From destructive invaders to devout patrons of Islam, the journey of the Mongols is a powerful testament to the complex interplay of faith, culture, and power in history. It reminds us that even the most unexpected transformations can occur. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What aspect of the Mongols' conversion to Islam did you find most surprising or significant today? Please share your insights in the comment section below. If you found this historical exploration insightful, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the Abrahamic Dialogue for more unique journeys through history and faith, and share this video with anyone who appreciates a good historical narrative. Thank you for joining me. Peace be upon you.